Howdy friends! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat. It's so nice to see you. It's been a little bit since I've actually filmed. I had a long period of just really not feeling well, and to combat that I did very little. Although I was posting a lot on my TikTok. I did a iris look just today. Anyways, today we will be doing a completely separate art tour. These are like kind of like my miscellaneous ones. We're gonna start with, I think, my least favorite one, but that's okay. Woo! So this little snaky poo, there's a hole. I think that I got it too soggy because I did the background in watercolor and really let the water saturate in that area, leaving it vulnerable to such tears. And then the snake is oil paint, and so is the branch. The prompt for this project was
the Fibonacci spiral?
So I didn't really follow that.
But like, I had the right spirit. I kind of did it my own way, and that way
Didn't do it.
It's not my very most favorite painting in the world, but I do appreciate the detail put into the snake, specifically in the scales. I put most of the detail into the head of the snake and then attempting to define each scale. Once we get past the head of the snake onto the neck, I switched to more of a stippling technique and really made the color do most of the work for me and layered all that kind of dotting to make the texture of the painting itself look like scales, or at least that was my intention. But that being said, texture to look like scales, I also used the same texture for the branch, so it's not a perfect world. You can tell that this is one of my early paintings. Oh, next, I was really interested in like Victorian surgeries and like scars and looking at gore and the healing process in general, really. I think it's extremely fascinating and also like a really beautiful process that the body can heal itself. And so I think there's a lot of beauty in it, and I love recreating it in my art. It's very satisfying. But this was a woman posing after a spinal surgery. I found the picture somewhere on Pinterest. But anyways, move on. Look at that! Okay, so I actually took this picture myself. Not all of my paintings have reference photos. Some of them do, some of them don't. Most of them I do not, and I like to wing it. Like, I could just picture the positioning and I'd be like, no, that's what I want, that's what I want. So I found a little shot glass, spilled some water on our floor, and actually the first time I took the picture, the floor was too dirty, but I liked the water splash. So I had to clean around the water splash I had already made because the floor was just too dirty to take a picture. Maybe I should have cleaned it beforehand. I think this was one of my first explorations into more scenic realism. It was done in oil, and then a lot of the details were then gone over in acrylic for sharpness, which is a little trick that I use. It's meant to depict the aftermath of a drunken binge. It was fun. Next. Oof. Okay, so this one's kind of fun. This one is more recent. I did this one in college. I'm still in college, so. Viserion, the Fallen. Our handsome boy here is almost entirely oil, but I added a lot of acrylic as like a topper and detail and darken and sharpen areas. This little buddy started out as a commission, and I ended up giving it to my mother because it matches our home. It was probably my first or my largest exploration into color at this point. And I believe I painted this in 2019. And I really played with using different and possibly unexpected colors to express depth and far more detail, if you will. I was pleased with myself that I made the painting go on all sides, so like if you look at it, it's like meow, meow. Oh, there's nothing there, so it doesn't work, but meow. Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely one of the ones that I can look back on and be like, okay, my technique is a lot better now. I definitely think. What was my point? I swear I had a point. I promise. I wouldn't lead you somewhere without having some sort of point. That'd be so rude. This one was actually inspired by an original artwork, and I tried. Please believe me, I tried to find her, but I couldn't. But I know that I changed the photo to make it like retro, so I put him like in a smoking jacket, and I made her look like a rockabilly queen. That was my contribution. It makes me happy still, so I still love it as a piece overall. There are definitely things that, like, this wall, like, that's not how doors work. I tried. I had the right spirit, you know? Next. Okay, so this one is actually quite funny. This one I called the Sea Man. Yeah, I was a senior in high school.
What do you expect?
I actually painted this in a haunted guest house in New Orleans, but that's beside the point. I found this like really cool SFX like classic horror movie still, and I really tried to find it because I wanted to show the picture that inspired this painting, but I could not find it for the life of me. This is a slightly older painting. I believe that this was painted in 2017, so I was 17 when I painted this, and I just don't have that picture from when I was 17 anymore. Looked similar to this. I definitely changed things, added more detail, because it was a very blurry old picture, and I just thought it was really, really fascinating, and I felt very compelled to paint it, and I love this painting. This is entirely acrylic and just on canvas board. It's a canvas board I actually got in New Orleans. I don't know why, but looking at the Seaman gives me great joy. This one honestly is my favorite, I think. This is one where I made this one up from my head because I could so vividly picture this in my head, and I was like, this needs to exist. Whenever I look at it, I get
So much joy.
You can really tell that the same person painted the two snakes in these group of paintings because they kind of look alike. Are they from the same snake family? Are they sibling? Oh. Is that what snake siblings are called? This is such a well-organized video. Pat yourself on the back. Alrighty, so this one, What Lies Beneath, as I believe it's called. You'd think I'd know the names of my own paintings better, but I don't. This one is also entirely acrylic, also entirely from my memory, so it was a lot of back and forth trying to get the mask and the weight distribution from the snake within the mask to look realistic or as natural as possible. It was kind of inspired by two-faced people that I had met and just what's really going on behind the smile. Anyways, I like painting creepy stuff. Very fulfilling. Look at who I found! Oh, they're just so happy to be back. With them by my side, I feel like I can accomplish anything. They have taken their rightful place. Alrighty, Roo, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this, why don't you let me know? Leave a like, maybe comment, subscribe. Or go check out my socials, links in the description. More content coming soon. I hope. And another Concussion Chronicles soon, because I got some updates for y'all. That was awful. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.